what I am most excited to see is this Ford Bronco that came out.
Honestly, it's probably been the most exciting vehicle launch since ever. Like, I've only been selling cars for 3 years. I've never seen anything like it. I've talked to a lot of people that have been in the industry a lot longer, and it seems like this excitement for the Bronco is just completely unprecedented. So the Bronco Sports are starting to trickle in right now. The big Bronco, the 2-door, 4-door Bronco, is probably going to be 6 months or so before the first reservations start coming in. Ford has said that since reservations open, I believe in July, they have over 200,000 reservations put in where people have reserved their spot online to place an order. Our dealership had over 30 alone for the new Broncos. So those are going to be super exciting, you know, body on frame, removable doors, removable roof. This one that we see here on the screen is its slightly more pedestrian cousin, the Bronco Sport, loosely based on the Escape platform, but not really a redesigned Escape. It's a completely different vehicle. A lot more off-road oriented, you know, adventure, lifestyle, kind of outdoorsy kind of car. So it's really capable on or off the pavement, very versatile. You can, you know, customize in endless different ways. I mean, as you see, this one that we have in our showroom, we've got the tent on the roof, we've got the little canopy, just as a little demonstration of some of the things that are possible. Obviously, this kind of stuff is all optional, but it's really cool to kind of visualize it, imagine it, and, you know, really picture yourself with one of these and kind of imagine what you would do with one. So this one that we have in the showroom here, this is a big bend. So they've got a couple different packages. They've got the base, the big bend, the outer banks, and the Badlands for the Bronco Sport. Big bend is going to give you a couple extra creature comforts, push button start, keyless entry, leather wrapped steering wheel, little things like that. And it's going to allow you to start adding options. So you can add like heated seats, a 110-volt inverter, and just additional creature comfort, powered seats, for example, whereas the base, you still get a turnkey, you get manual seats, like it's base. One really cool thing about the Bronco is every single one of these is going to be 4-wheel drive no matter what. Unlike the Escape, you can get it on front-wheel drive if you live in a southern market or something. You don't need it. The Bronco is only 4-wheel drive. And I mean, honestly, they're awesome cars. They start at like 28 grand, 4-wheel drive, really capable, spacious little SUV. Looking at the back here, you can open the glass, which is pretty neat. Kind of just reach in there, grab some stuff out without lifting the whole tailgate open. One of those little, you know, reminiscently adventurous features. A lot of off-road cars like to have that just for versatility. Couple really cool things in the trunk too. So first of all, over here on the right, by the right taillight, you've got the signature Bronco bottle opener. So every Bronco Sport, every new F-150, and every Bronco is going to come with a built-in bottle opener, ready to party. Do not drink and drive, not advocating that, but this is when you get to camp, you're tailgating,
camping, and yeah.
You don't ever have to worry about, you know, forgetting it at home or trying to smash the bottle open on a log. You're ready to go. A lot of human being now. Another really cool thing, if you look up on top of the tailgate, there's actually spotlights on the inside of the hatch. So they have integrated built-in little spotlights, one on each side, and there's a little button inside to where you can turn that on to have almost 180 degrees of light coverage so that you can hang out under your tailgate. You've got lighting. If it's raining, you could be covered, you know, just having a good time. That handle too, Ford actually put in extra engineering to make sure that you can hang like clothes hangers on that handle, and that there's one on each side, so it's universal. But, you know, they're visualizing it like someone's going to the beach, they're surfing, they hang their wetsuit up there to dry, or they put like a little canopy around to change in the back of it. So just super customizable. On the inside of the trunk too, on the left is a little button to turn the spotlights on. And you notice a couple little hooks in the corner with little lasso logos on them. So those are just basically versatile attachment points, hooking points, lasso hooks. They're just basically meant for organization, storage. Hang your water bottle up there, hang your day bag up there. Just get it out of the way a little bit, get it more organized, keep your trunk area, your cargo area clean and neat. If you notice too, the whole floor and the back of the seats of this Bronco has a nice hard padding on it.
I noticed that. Mm-hmm.
So the bottom piece itself is actually just a solid piece of plastic. The pieces on the backs of the seats, they actually clip on with pins and they're removable. So if you get your stuff dirty, take those right out, hose them off, let them dry, clip them right back onto the backs of the seats. This specific one too has a tow package on it. What's really awesome about these Bronco Sports is if you get it with a tow package, you get a full-size spare tire with the car. Not too many cars nowadays offer a spare tire to begin with, let alone a full-size spare tire. But if you're off-roading, you're somewhere out on a trail, last thing you want to do is blow a tire and put a donut on the car and have to try to go over rough terrain with a donut on the car. That's just not safe. So they kind of thought about that. Give you the hitch and the wiring. You can tow up to like 2,000 pounds with it. 200-pound tongue weight, that for bike racks and stuff, people that do that. While we have the trunk open too, though, if we could peek in and kind of look up at the roof, one of the signature features of the Bronco Sport is a safari style roof. So what that means is the cargo area and passenger seat roof is raised about 1.5 to 2 inches to give you just a lot more ceiling space, cargo area. One of the big pitches they have is they have a little attachment where you can put in 2 mountain bikes, stand them upright, secure them safely in the car. You don't have to leave them outside in the wet or where they can get stolen. And it just makes it really easy to put stuff in there and, do outdoorsy adventure-y stuff like that, where other cars just might not be able to store your belongings comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, a lot of thought and innovation went into the cargo area of this car because it really is oriented to be an adventure kind of lifestyle vehicle where you'll have the 2 people, mainly up in the front. A lot of the time, the back seat will probably end up being folded down, and the cargo area is really intended to be utilized a lot. You do get a lot of headroom though, so if you do have passengers back there, you can still fit 5 adults comfortably, and if you've got tall friends, they can sit in the back and have inches of headroom between the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
On the back of a seat, there's a cool little feature too. So they'll have the pockets on the back of the seats are zippered. They're pretty durable linings on the inside, so they won't rip, they won't really tear. And you've got the MOLLE straps on the outside, so basically another cargo organization system where you can hang stuff on there, Velcro stuff on there. Instead of just having it roll around on the floor, you can have all your belongings secured and neat. That way you are going on a trail, you are going off-roading, cars rocking around, bouncing, you're not going to be getting hit in the back of the head with a water bottle flying around your cabin.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, I've never seen another vehicle have it like that.
That's it. I guess it's derived from like military backpacks and applications like that, where you really try to carry as much as you can as efficiently as possible. So just kind of utilizing some of that and bringing it into consumer vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Is that so is it cloth what the seats are?
This one is cloth. The Big Bend is going to have cloth. The base is going to have cloth. Once you go up to the next package, which is going to be the Outer Banks package, it's going to be kind of like the more luxury package where you have the ability to get heated seats, sunroof. It'll come with leather, upgraded speakers, nicer wheels, more of a glitz and glamour package where you get a lot of the creature comforts in it, but not necessarily prioritizing the off-road capability. Somebody that really appreciates the look, appreciates the aesthetic of it, but might not really intend to take it off-road too much.
Right.
But Copilot 360 is standard on these cars, so like they do come with a lot of safety features: emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot sensors. That's included on all of them. LED headlights are standard, which is an awesome little feature that often gets overlooked, but it is just so nice to have. Makes the car look way nicer, and it just gives you way better light output, makes it a little safer to drive, lets you see better at night. Headlights are automatic. High beams are automatic too, which is awesome. They just turn themselves off whenever there's a car coming towards you. You know, if you don't have time to react, it's going to react way faster than you. And then one cool signature feature of the Bronco is they have what they call GOAT modes. So go over any terrain modes. Greatest of all time off-road vehicle is going to have go over any terrain modes. So the little dial you see on the center console, the big dial is going to be your shifter, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual mode. And then the little dial towards the back is the GOAT modes, where you can select from normal mode, eco mode, sport mode. And you'll also have different modes for off-road conditions like snow, sand, rock crawl, stuff like that. There is the package called the Badlands Package, which is more or less the top of the line, but it really does prioritize the off-roading aspect of the vehicle. Going with the Badlands Package, you get raised suspension, off-road tires, skid plates, locking your rear differentials. You even get a more advanced four-wheel drive system. So that will even give you a couple extra of the GOAT modes, like I mentioned, the rock crawl and the Baja sand modes. So those are said to be extremely capable. I've seen videos of them going out west doing testing with the big Broncos, and like they're going over the Rubicon Trail and they're going over all these big hardcore trails with all, you know, the big Broncos and the big Jeeps, and they're not missing a beat. They're chugging right along with the rest of them. So it's really impressive to see a little unibody car like this, you know, you kind of hold its own out in the rugged, you know, wilderness.
Yeah. It sounds like there's nothing this car can't handle.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's really designed to kind of tackle anything you throw at it. You know, with the Bronco built wild kind of attitude they have, it's kind of untamable. You can throw anything at it and it'll just enjoy it. So signature Bronco badging on the steering wheel on the front. It's got nice big Bronco print with the signature headlights. I think there's only the one Ford badge, which is on the hatch, kind of in the bottom corner, just to see that it's there. But everything else, center caps are Bronco. Front is definitely a Bronco. So it's unmistakable. It's very, I guess, unique is what I'm thinking of.
While we're outside of the vehicle, what different colors can you get the vehicle in?
Good question. So, of course, you've got your basics. The one we're looking at here is the new Carbonized Gray, which is an extremely popular color. You've got your silver, Oxford white, which is a nice, bright, starch flat white. Black, of course. Rapid red, which is kind of like the Escape next to it. And then you got a couple really unique colors. You're going to have Kodiak brown, which is a really, really dark, rich, you know, brown, basically. You're going to have Cyber Orange, which is going to be a really cool, it's almost like a yellow-orange mix, but very vivid color. It's been, you know, kind of like the signature color for the whole Bronco brand. Usually when you see a commercial or something about it, and Cyber Orange grabs your attention. And then there's a couple really, really unique colors. One's called Area 51. And this one here on the screen is the Outer Banks. So this is the Outer Banks in Area 51. So it's kind of gray, kind of blue. Really depends on the lighting. But good looking color. Definitely something different, something to grab your attention.
It's kind of beachy.
Yeah, very much so. And, you know, fits perfectly with the Outer Banks package, which you're right on the beach, kind of, you know, enjoying yourself, living it up. Another color called Cactus Gray, which is, I can't even describe it, honestly, because we can show a picture of it. It'll look different in person, but it's a good looking color. You just got to come out and see it.
I was going to say, this vehicle, I mean, it just covers such a large scale, whether you're going to the beach or if you're super adventurous and you're out in the mountains. Like, this car is perfect for such a large group of people.
Absolutely. And honestly, Taylor, even if you're not outdoorsy or adventurous at all, like, it's a great, you know, run around town car, just daily commuter, daily driver car. It's got a small footprint. It's spacious on the inside. It's very capable. It's very versatile. And it's really cool. You know, you can say you have a Bronco, and every time you look at it, you're like, you just smile knowing that you have something that unique.
I know I'm not that outdoorsy, but I'm in love with it. I want to get one.
Come on in, we'll take care of you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a beautiful vehicle. I know how anticipated it's been, and you've done a fantastic job showing us it.